Welcome to your weekday cup of the word. We're in Luke chapter 11. Now in this chapter we're going to start with a section on prayer. The very first section, Jesus is going to tell his disciples how to pray, and then he's going to tell them the attitude and fervency of prayer, of just ask and ask and ask and ask, and trust that God will listen. God gives good gifts to his children. But then after that, it's going to move on to a lot of rebuking of the religious leadership. It's going to start with Jesus casting out demons, and the Pharisees are going to say, well, he casts them out through the power of Satan. And Jesus is going to scoff at them for that and say, look, a house divided will not stand. It doesn't make sense that Satan would cast his own demons out. And so instead what I'm doing is I'm binding Satan. I'm taking his power from him so that eventually I may defeat him entirely. And then it will go on, and Jesus will rebuke the people who kept asking him for more and more signs. And he'll say, no, I'm not going to give you a sign. The Pharisees have said, give us a sign from heaven. We want a heavenly sign, a different kind of sign than the ones you've been giving. And Jesus say, no, the only sign that you're going to get is the sign of Jonah. In that just like Jonah was in the deep for 3 days and then came out alive, I'm going to be in the tomb for 3 days and come out alive. That's the sign that you're going to get. And anybody who won't pay attention to the empty tomb, well, they're going to be lost. And then the last thing we're going to see is we're going to see Jesus go to a Pharisee's house, and the Pharisee is going to be shocked that Jesus won't wash his hands in the tradition of the elders, the ceremonial washing before sitting down. And Jesus will say, you guys do all this washing of the outside, but you haven't been looking at the inside. And he will go on to rebuke them, and then the lawyers get upset and they say, wait a second, if you're rebuking the Pharisees, you're upsetting us too. And Jesus will say, and now let me deal with you. And he'll rebuke the lawyers and move on to lay out how they've taken knowledge from people and they're hindering people from entering God's kingdom. Even not only are they not going in, but they're keeping everybody else out that they can as well. And so this chapter is a very firm chapter as Jesus deals with his enemies and just one by one slices them down. And at the end it says that the Pharisees and the lawyers were very hostile towards him and began to look for ways to catch him. And so thus begins the momentum towards Jesus eventually being crucified by the religious leaders of the Jews. That's your daily cup. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.